What is up, fans and friends? My name is PDW2KX, and I kinda suck. I... I'm not sure where to begin, so I think I'll just start from the top. I'm not the most mature individual when it comes to hard stuff. And this is going to sound really narcissistic, but I consider myself intelligent enough that not a lot of stuff is hard for me. Like, yeah, that sounds really narcissistic, but that's kind of how it's been. I've been blessed or cursed or what have you with what I consider to be a pretty smart head on my shoulders, a level, calm, collected head on my shoulders. So the tough decisions kind of flake on them. Case in point, what to do about my whole YouTube series and Minecraft Awesome is Awesome, and case in point, I keep telling you guys that I'm not going to do any more of the disappearing acts, and I keep falling back on them because I don't know what else to do. Well, I know what I should do. I should man up and say, this is not fun for me anymore, and I'm not that guy anymore. But just saying that, I don't even mean that. I thought that before I had this idea that I'll also talk about, but just saying that, knowing that that was my mentality for a while, kind of hurts. Like, it hurt. Like, it hurt me to say that. It emotionally hurt me to say that. That, I'm not that guy anymore. Because I kind of feel like you guys, for lack of a better term, fell in love with that guy. And I liked that version of myself. Right? Like, I guess the best way to describe it is something I read in a pro wrestling book. Like, a pro wrestler, the really good ones, just take aspects of their personality and put it under a magnifying glass. They take something that's already in them and just make it larger than life. And for me, the whole PDW persona was just a further, kind of like an over-embellishment of my really geeky, really nerdy, kind of carefree, aloof side. The kind, like, because sometimes I get like that. Sometimes I just want to just joke around and enjoy myself and be just a goofy nerd, like a big, goofy nerd that just wants to be surrounded by other big, dumb, goofy nerds, and we all have nerdgasms everywhere, and it's a fun time, And that is, like, I enjoyed exploring that aspect of my personality, because that's what PDW was. And to say that I'm not that guy anymore, that kind of hurts. It really did, and because I don't know, I want to be that guy, I feel like at some point I'm fighting myself, right? And like, I have fought with myself over whether or not I wanted this show to continue. And, it's a losing battle, Whenever I'm at odds with myself and I end up fighting with myself, it's always kind of a losing battle. I never seem to get it quite right and come to an outcome that is ideal. Like, I don't really reach an outcome. I just kind of sit back and wait for it to come to me, And but you know, that's on me, and I don't mean to take that out on you guys, but I still do. And I guess that's just the jackass part of me that's honestly afraid of the tough talks and afraid of the tough decisions, you know. But to give you guys a little look at where my head's at these days, as the server starts down. But we're gonna keep on going. We're gonna do it live. Gonna do no breaks. Gonna be raw and real and unedited and all that type of stuff. I'll get into that later if I remember and don't just go on a multiple tangents as I'm just exploring my different minds. Where my head's been at for a while is back in the day. I loved all aspects of making Minecraft Awesome is Awesome into a thing, right? I loved the recording, I loved the editing, I loved the rendering, the uploading, just every facet of producing that show was so much fun because I had the time to just literally lord over this show to try and make it the best show possible with all the free time I had on my hands. And that's changed. It's changed in a very good way. And I say that because the server's closed. I don't say that because the server's closed, but I say that because I got a job. I actually am gainfully employed for about a year now, and it is a job that I enjoy, and that there's always seems to be one more challenge to overcome. And I know this is gonna sound really cheesy, but I feel like even though people have a negative viewpoint of what my job entails, God, this is gonna sound so cheesy and even a little full of myself. I feel like I'm making a difference at my job. I feel like the people I work with can point at me and say, that guy, you can depend on that guy, right? That makes me very proud. And I guess what's happened is that based on my job, it's very fulfilling in a good way. Like I said, I feel like I'm making a difference. I feel like I've become an integral part of the team that I'm a part of. And that is more or less filling the gap that Minecraft Awesome is Awesome filled. You know, it was my need to... I don't want to... I want to say my need to feel important, but that sounds really narcissistic again. And I will be the first to admit that I have had problems with narcissism in the past. I have been so up my own butthole in the past that it's almost cost me some really dear friendships. But, you know, I'm trying to change, and, you know, trying is the key word. But that sense of interaction, of being able to talk to people and get good feedback from people, and to know that people want to know my opinion and appreciate my opinion, and for them to know that I also in turn appreciate them and their opinion, that's something we could all use in our lives. Knowing that our opinion is valued and appreciated, and knowing that we, in turn, are giving that back to someone else, right? That is what I got out of Minecraft Awesome is Awesome. That is what made this show so much fun for me. And now I'm getting that at my job, and I'm getting paid. I'm getting paid pretty good.